Hi everyone, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. This is 7.3 of Dawntrail and I'm joined by V Plays.
Heyo! Welcome in. Welcome back to whichever channel you are watching. We are also returning to FF14 after, quite a bit. And I guess we're shamelessly here for the story, as we did not interact with the last patch as much as we would have liked or should have done. But I'm hoping that this 7.3 will be somewhat close to the quality of the other 0.3 patches.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we played, I think we beat the 7.2 story. We did we've done all content in the game in regards to like 8-man raid, 24-man raid, and story, except the last 8-man raid. We didn't do that yet, and we will probably record it at some point today. I know it's slightly older content, but at least you'll be seeing our reactions to the fights. We did actually both really enjoy the first 8-man raid, so we were very much excited for that. As you both saw, I think it was very, very obvious with our FF14's 24-man raid reaction to the first one. I was very, very excited, very, very happy with it. I personally know very, very little about what this patch is and how it's going to be. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe or drop the like button a little smash quickly as we do get into this. I will just say, for those who love FF14, if you do love FF11, I know about the 24-man raid. Me and V have started a little FF11 journey, so if you want to see some videos on her channel, you'll find some videos on FF11 stuff there on V's first time playing FF11 ever, really. So it's not the retail content, it is the Horizon server, but I wanted V to experience what it was like in the 75 era. We do have plans for more content with that, and of course we have some plans for World of Warcraft. V will be having some World of Warcraft coming out really, really soon as well, so lots of content coming. But aside from that, unless V has anything else to say, I think we jump right into story. Do you want me to? It's been a good while. I think me and V are mega rusty with FF14 characters and reading. Do you want me to read the males and you read the females, V, or do you want me to just take turns, or what do you want to do?
That'd be a good idea, yeah.
Get my reading voice on then. Ready for Neon to butcher some content. Let's go. All right. You head into the back room.
The bathroom? Oh, right.
The back room, V's. Oh, I'm also on a slower PC, hence, you know, what V said about the setups and, you know, setting up the content and adjustments and all this kind of stuff. So my load screens will be longer, so we'll try and accommodate for that in whatever way we can. So Shill's up next, V, so you can start reading Shill. While you load in and stuff, I'll read Galul Jar. I couldn't fight them. I couldn't even get my authority back when it was... I sound like Dobby, I'm so sorry, guys. I couldn't fight them, and I couldn't even get my authority back when it was stolen. So what am I? Oh! Sorry, that was an inside joke between what V will know. I need to find my way to be more useful.
Targeted tragedy. Shale wishes a moment of your time. If you have a moment, V, Geode wants to take stock of current crisis. Oblivion may be lacking the finer details in certain areas, so we'd like you, of course, to lend your perspective to the conversation.
Okay, I'm going to be on a long load screen, guys, so...
See you in 5 minutes.
See you at the end of the cutscene cap. No, it's loaded up. Sorry to drag you into our meeting, but we need to get a better handle on the threats Alexandria is facing right now.
Not at all. Much has happened since the state funeral, and a clearer idea of where things stand would be beneficial for us as well. And oh my god, I'm so sorry for interrupting, but this is just what we talked about recently with the reused music. Like, I don't want to offer criticism 5 minutes into the recording, but the fact that we're here and the moment Kryle's dialogue starts and we're hearing the sad violins, I'm like, okay, what is the sad moment of this particular quest? It's like, I feel like it's almost spoilery and almost gives this predictability. So, you know, let's see what the sad plot is this time around,
Well,
I guess.
we'll talk a bit more about that if we can when we go from A to B, if you want to be. But I do agree with what you're saying. I think I'll also say my piece after. Let's get the cutscene out of the way so we don't interrupt the flow of the convo, and then we'll discuss that, I think, a little bit. So Shale says.
First things first then, let's discuss the state of the machine malfunctions. Every single sector reported instances of sentries attacking citizens without provocation, and vehicles suddenly becoming unresponsive to controls. And while these malfunctions were resolved fairly quickly, they nevertheless resulted in a considerable number of injuries and deaths. But you haven't heard anything about new incidents since then, right? Right. No additional reports have been logged as far as I know. That's the good news.
The bad news is, I tried to take control of the soldiers when they started hurting people, but they wouldn't even listen to me. Even though I have the king's authority. Once things calmed down, I was finally able to make them give up their weapons, but if it happens again, I don't know if they'll ignore me like before. The King of Resolve's authority is about the highest there is. Who is the man that can overwrite it with such impunity?
Calyx. He lived in the age of the storm surge as I did.
Oh yeah, now I'm remembering.
Lest you forget, he was known for his advancements in electrope technology, and it was he who established preservation for the purpose of furthering his research. The wasting disease which afflicted him, however, was said to leave him scant years left to live. He must have chosen to undergo conversion into an endless, that he might continue his efforts into the present day.
Preservation's early goals seemed noble enough. Exploring treatments for Levin's sickness, designing Everkeep's core system, that sort of thing. Why harm the people he was ostensibly trying to help?
I do not pretend to fully understand Calyx's motivations, only that he appeared incensed by what he saw as mankind's failings. He asserted that the strategy of adapting our species through generational succession was outdated, that evolution now requires us to forsake bodies of flesh in favor of eternal preservation. We've already seen how he's employed the simulant to convince Alexandrians that endless conversion is their only hope for survival. Eternal life is assured for the 5,000 who registered their neo-regulators. What a pay to win. But this is merely one part of Calyx's greater plan. He wants the key to interdimensional fusion. With that relic in his possession, he will draw ether from the reflections and expand his efforts to create endless 1,000-fold. If we mean to foil Calyx's schemes, then our only option is to determine where he's hiding and put him down like a sick dog. She didn't say that. Put him down. Which unfortunately is easier said than done. I've been scouring the terminal we found in the depths of Everkeep, but I failed to uncover even the slightest trace of his activities. Give me a little more time though, and I'm sure I can sniff him out.
I'll help you. I don't know, I made him sound like a Kingdom Hearts character, I'm sorry. While Galuljar and Shale are working on that, I think I'm going to take a look around. I want to make sure no problems have cropped up, as well as search for any information that might lead us to Calyx. You're welcome to come along. Another malfunction could happen at any time, and I'd be glad to have some brawlers at my back. Got it, boss.
Count me in. Raha and the others are helping Oblivion patrol near the other levels of the keep. So shall we stick to the streets of Solution 9? Yes, because there's good music there.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, you two. I appreciate the company.
I have to speak with city's administrators about bringing in the Landsguard. I want our soldiers around to protect those who are moving to Tuliyollal. Alphino and Alize will be joining me for the meeting, so the three of us can cover that sector as soon as we're done. If I may, I'd like to join V's group, if
And
you'll
Neon.
have me. Or Neon's group, yeah.
You can't see, but my character was pleased to be involved in that then, V. He smiled and went. The more mouths to ask the questions, the merrier, as long as you're aware of the dangers.
I've never seen the phrase more mouths to ask questions. Immediately my head read it as the more mouths to feed. Thank you. I'll do my best not to be a burden. Okay. I'm more worried about you, Geode. Don't do anything stupid.
Oh, you'll change your tune once we get back with the goods on Calyx. Then the drinks are on you. Come on, let's continue this outside. I'm not gonna lie, it feels good to be reading again, I'm not gonna lie. I think the last game I read or was reading, I'm currently playing FF4. So it's kind of nice to be reading FF14. I have missed it, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know how to get out.
I'll read Gululjar, and Gululjar says, I wish I can grow up faster. I wish I could grow up faster. There'll be so much more I can do when I'm bigger like you, he says. Aww. Anyway, let's leave.
Yeah, I can't even see him.
Oh, and update for people listening and chilling out in FF14 watching us right now. But since last recording, V has now finished and complete Final Fantasy IX. So any FF9 references or bosses or anything like that, she's totally gonna get. We do and did love the we're gonna call it the Beatrix fight. We loved that fight a lot, so we want to see more references, or I want to see more references like that.
Like, I get the overall theme of, preservation of life, especially what they were, trying to do with Vivi and the Black Mages in general. So I get how this is very similar to Calyx, and I think that there is an amount of, I don't want to offer any sort of spoilers, especially not for FF9 Endgame, but the place where Zidane ends up going in the late game, I think the overall theme of it is quite similar to what they were trying to tell us in pretty much the entirety of the Dawntrail MSQ. So I would say that this is not a direct retelling of FF9 at any point, but I think that the big philosophy behind it is present in both FF9 and 14.
Yeah, it definitely hits the same themes, and I think that's why this expansion resonated with me sort of earlier more than you. I do think the whole Black Mages and their purpose of life and knowing how delicate it is also a theme that FF14 hits in Dawntrail, with the regulators on their heads and how life is trying to be preserved and how people want to live forever. But in FF9 it's about, well, I don't want to say some bigger spoilers, I guess we should be careful here, but FF9's theme is very much about that, with the main character, with the main villain, with Vivi, and I think a lot of just generally questioning your sort of each character having their own existential crisis, to be fair, in FF9. With Freya and people having a meaning to continue on or to discover themselves. Like Amaranth wants to discover why people make the decisions they decide to do, which is why he joins the team in the first place. This kind of stuff, and I think. And obviously, there was Sir Adalbert Steiner in this, aka the Rusty Robot, aka, so there was lots of similarities. I still think, to this day, I'm so glad they brought that character in. It was so good. They brought in the play from FF9, they brought that in here, they brought the Beatrix fight in there. That was also cool with the music. They brought that in here. And I do see I am interested in this theme. I'm not sure if it's clashing with Wuk Lamat's, I'm going to call it her world or her region of the world in this game. I don't know if that's, placed in the right way, but it is interesting. And obviously, Solution 9V is also one of Zidane's limit break moves. That's a spoiler that I was been trying not to tell you for the longest time. So Solution 9 is a name and a word of FF9 in this game. And also, fun fact, for the first 2 or 3 of my YouTube videos from 11 years ago, my original username on YouTube was a bandit stealer, and a bandit stealer is a type of weapon in FF9 as a fun fact. But anyway,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so a little cool fun fact, but also nerdy fun fact, and also rubbish username for me to use. But mistakes were made. But I'll have you know, there is one of my favourite YouTubers out there who is named after a weapon in FF9, and that is called the Mage Masher. So Mage Masher 22, excellent YouTuber if you've never met him before. Still riding the name strong. So, are you ready for me to read V? Yeah.
I'm just gonna read Kryle's dialogue.
Sure.
The city looks as though it's regained a sense of normalcy. Alas, the people will not soon forget recent events. And then Sveen says, I will do my utmost to ensure the happiness of Alexandria and its people. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, I've clicked. So while V loads in, because there's a little bit of cinematic, I also love that they've involved Alexandria and Limblum heavily into the story. People might be subjective to that. I actually really love it. I hope we see more of, or hear more of Limblum, as Limblum is a big sort of like hood or hub of not hood. It's a big hub in FF9, so I do hope we get to go there or see there or be there or something. I don't know if we have yet. I don't think we have. So I do hope to see more of that. So anyway, Joe says, sorry, I was off in my own little world there. Shall we get started? Are you all right, Jode? Hang on.
Are you alright? Let's see what there is to see. Are you alright, Gio?
I'm gonna say let's see what there is to see.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what he says in response, and you can tell me if he says something different. Right you are. It's time we took some action.
For me, it says me. I'm well enough given the circumstances.
Yeah, pretty blunt response. That's fair. It was the Queen's fondest wish that her subjects remain shielded from the horrors of death. And so they were for the longest time. Then, the moment mortality once again becomes an unavoidable fact of life, they are greeted with an outbreak of bloody violence. Many are bound to give the endless alternative serious consideration.
Indeed, and I do not blame them for that. It is only natural that such thoughts should come to mind. What I cannot forgive is the way Calyx wields fear and misery to manipulate people into making that choice. No one, not Calyx nor anyone else, should dictate how we cope with the specter of death. As one who lived as an Alexandrian, I wish to put the choices for this country's future back into the hands of its citizens.
And you think we can handle that responsibly after everything you've seen of us?
That responsibility. Sorry, it's just the context. I didn't mean to correct you. Sorry about that.
It's okay. Fine. Luckily, there's text on the screen.
Sorry, it was what I've seen that has convinced me that you can. I awoke 4 centuries later to find our people living and laughing beneath Alexandria's banner. Though surprised and bewildered, I was overjoyed to see it so. You all deserve to be happy.
Well, then. We best not let you down. Now, I suggest we make as a group. We don't know if or when a battle might find us.
Probably right now. Oh, I believe some came. Prepared for just such an eventuality.
Someone came prepared.
Is that the grimoire you retrieved from the old castle? This is a very strange camera angle. Yes, my parents gifted it to me when I was a child. They were adamant that I should learn to protect the things important to me. I was fortunate enough to have a tutor in the arcane arts, so I lay claim to some small measure of skill.
Oh, I hope it's Dr. Tot. That would be so cool.
And I also do love how they're kind of leading into what, Garnet can do in FF9, like with the healing. Yeah,
same.
If that's the case, it might be better if we split into 2 groups after all. It would certainly be more efficient for information gathering.
I guess that makes sense. The 2 of you can take the west side of the recreation zone then. Neon and I will take the east, and V.
And V.
Give me time to involve her. She's been away for a month or 2. Give me time to involve her.
We shall end our patrol in the plaza, just past True View, and await you there.
I have to say, I'm glad that you started saying True View and not Vu.
When have I ever said Vu?
Neon, pull up the compilation, Kappa.
Prove it. Prove it.
Alright. We've got a conversation next to me. I don't see him yet. He hasn't appeared.
Oh.
Give my computer a minute.
Text. Yep.
Still loading. Oh, there he is. Let's do the rounds then. We'll see what's what and chat to the people we meet along the way. Pay special attention to anyone who looks overwhelmed or overly excited. Hopefully that will learn us a tidbit or 2 we didn't know before. Oh, escort conquest. What is this? What escorting entails? Certain duties require that 1 or more NPCs accompany you in order to proceed with special quest objectives. I added special for no reason. You must keep them at your side and make your way to the designated location. V's face looks really stressed right now. So long as you remain in the same area, NPCs accompanying you will remain at the side even when using teleport or the ether net. It is possible to ride mounts or swim while escorting NPCs. Please note, however, they will not appear at your side until you dismount or leave the water. You may also speak with NPCs while escorting them. Furthermore, you may encounter conversation points along the way which offer additional topics of discussion. These points will also indicated on your map. When speaking with NPCs, you will be given the option to part ways. You'll also part ways automatically when changing areas. If you part ways with an NPC, you may return to the starting zone and speak with them to try again.
This is something that we've already done.
Yeah, I don't know. They must have updated something.
I think it's because maybe we were away, so now we're getting tutorials again.
No, I just think they've updated it and they're making sure that we know what's what. Personally, maybe they've updated.
I can't see your geode.
You can see my geode anytime you like, darling. There's a somber citizen here. I'm going to talk to him. The somber citizen seems to be female with that lovely hair. So,
are the sentries and air wheelers safe to be around now? I just know it's going to happen again, and maybe next time I'll be the one who dies in a horrible accident.
Wow,
probably.
Sounds like V.
I get her. I need a neo-regulator. Becoming endless is the only way. Even Queen's Fiend says so.
I will say, what was I going to say about the somber citizen? I don't know. I think she looks cute. Can't remember what I was going to say. I was going to say something. It's not important.
That's really bothering me. Like, why are they square?
What square?
The markings on the floor.
Oh, it's fine if that bothers you.
So
4 out of 10 Dawntrail, guys, because it's a square, not a circle. Discuss True View, yeah? Oh, the memories. I used to drink around here all the time. I made sure not to overdo it when I had work the next day, but once we were past the busy season, or when the ladies weren't amenable to my company, well, you'd have scraped me off the street outside the morning or afternoon. The worst I ever got was on what should have been the worst day of my life. If only I could remember it. I was still wearing a regulator back then. It was only the last day I met. It was only It was also the day I first met Shill, although I guarantee she's forgotten it completely. Oh, I'm feeling she didn't forget.
Yeah, probably didn't.
Lovely little woman again. Oh, this is a quest. Oh, okay. My bad.
No distractions.
Yeah, no, it was just a quest marker. I went to it by mistake.
I think there's a dude.
It's a dude, yeah. You want to hear my story? Well, I appreciate you offering a sympathetic ear. There's not much to tell. If you must know, though, a good friend of mine died when those machines went crazy. I keep reading this as Eorzea, by the way. That's what I was going to say about the other girl. His air wheeler dropped right out of the sky, and he didn't even survive the crash. Damn fools wearing a regulator. I know that's not so strange these days, but he'd never have bothered with one. He was at peace with the idea of dying someday, and I thought I understood what he meant. Till it happened. Where am I going? Oh, behind us. We're heading south. We're heading south.
There's one.
Like V said earlier, though, the reuse of music in FF14 has been getting a little tiresome. I mean, this music's nice. I mean, it's repetitive, this track, the one we're listening to right now. But the one that you were talking about was the sad violins. It has got a soundtrack name. I don't know it, but basically the bottom line is...
I just call it sad violins.
Yeah. The bottom line is we do want to see new music. I feel like, for someone who's been playing for 11 years, hearing the sad violins 7 years or 8, 9, 10 years later is getting a little bit boring. And I think the biggest point I wanted to bring up is that V feels that it's a spoiler almost, that when that scene happens that there's going to be some sort of sad topic or distraught topic or something, so it's kind of like spoiler, if you like.
It feels like a template. It feels like someone who's editing these this video footage. I'm gonna call them cutscenes. Has basically a folder, sad template music. Put in sad template music because sad cutscene or whatever. And I think there's an amount of people who are appreciative of routines and repetitive things like, oh, the dungeons are the same, music is the same. I think they do appreciate it, and for a while I was one of them. Like, I'm a huge creature of habit, and I am the kind of person who finds a lot of comfort and appreciation in things repeating themselves. But at the same time, even for me, it's too much, and if it's too much for me, I think it's too much even for people who like the new things. So that's how I know it's been, a little too much of all of that.
I would agree as well. I came from a world with... I'll just read this dialogue and I'll read it on the way to... I'll tell you about it on the way to the next. Okay. What has me in such a fine mood, you ask? Well, I've just registered my new regulator. I was layering of becoming nothing but memories at first, but now that I've gone through with the registration, I've never felt more at ease. Also, once it was done, the regulator displayed the current numbers. Of the 5,000 slots available, over 3,800 have already been filled. So if you're still hesitant, you've not much time to make up your mind. Mark my words, friend. When there's only a few slots left, it's going to be very ugly. Neon? V? A word? I feel like if there was a new factor in these stories we've heard, once we hadn't considered during our discussion with everyone in the back room,
the people are still deathly afraid that fights are likely to break over the neo regulators, that a victim of the violence wasn't wearing a regulator.
I think there'll be fights going over the regulators.
I think so.
Because I think people
I'm gonna say something else as well, just to see the different dialogue. I'm gonna say that people are still deathly afraid.
So what does he say to that dialogue when he says that?
He says, that's a point of concern, don't get me wrong, but I think we were acutely aware of it already. So now I'm gonna select the other wrong one. The victim of the violence wasn't wearing a regulator. Yes, that's it. Oh shit, okay. So now you do
Okay, I'll tell you what he said if you choose that people are going to fight over the regulators.
Yeah.
He says here, the fact that nearly 4,000 people have registered is worthy of its own report. But are you sure there wasn't something else?
Now he says, yes, that's it.
Oh yeah, I chose the wrong one. Yeah, there's a victim. Yeah.
Dawntrail lore geeks here.
It's alright, people might be interested. Oh yes, that's it. The vast majority of residents have always worn regulators, so it's not a detail we'd normally think about with the supply of souls cut off though. More and more people have been going without them. We need to look into the casualties from the recent attacks and check whether or not they were equipped with regulators. Let's ask around the street over to the east. It was pretty chaotic at the time, but maybe we'll find eyewitnesses who can help us confirm if this was a pattern or not. Yeah, something I was going to say about Final Fantasy XIV's music is that, and I'll run this wavy if you don't want to follow, is that I come from an MMO where FF11, where a lot of the music, especially in the early 2000s, each zone had its own dedicated soundtrack. So like Juno had its own soundtrack, Sandoria, Selbina even, Bastok, Windhurst, all of these were never reused. It was always just used once and only in that area. So for me, in FF14, the amount of reusable music since A Realm Reborn has been crazy. And you'll also find that there's been a lot of soundtracks that were only used for certain expansions but never used ever again. So for example, you're never going to hear the no 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 no, you know, from Shadowbringers. You're not going to hear that in Dawntrail now because that's Shadowbringers. But yet they may reuse some of that music from Shadowbringers in the other expansions. But it's more, to me, it's always the reusable music is the Realm Reborn music. I always feel anyway. And that doesn't go for dungeons, you know, dungeons and trials. Obviously, all that music's different, but I don't know. I just wish there was more variety. Maybe some of the Heaven's Ward, Stormblood, even music being used in different areas, so it doesn't just feel unique to that expansion all the time.
Are you ready to read?
It was once my job to deliver goods by hover cargo. That's why I know a fair number of names and faces throughout the city. The little ones who jumped for joy when I brought them packages. The old lady who'd always greet me with a smile. I'd hate for anything bad to happen to them. He was doing food deliveries, Kappa.
If you can count what they eat food.
Oh, I think we're on the street B. I think we might be, where we saw Calyx on the big screen, I think.
Yeah, I think that might be possible.
The unarmed sentry.
I know it's a big city though, I don't quite remember, but...
The unarmed sentry.
There would be a display. I don't remember.
The unarmed sentry. Hello, how are you today? Please let me know if I may be of service. City-wide casualty data unavailable. Government officials are currently processing reports from all affected zones. Sorry, yeah, I did say processing, yeah. Can you narrow it down to the recreation zone then? You must have some sort of estimates on hand. Recalibrating parameters. Injured. 87 individuals. Casualties. 19 individuals. Jesus. Casualties equipped with regulators. 0. It's kind of scary with these regulators, not gonna lie.
Yeah, a little bit.
Unsettled sanitation worker. It's a long name. Come on, V. Give it your all. Oh, it's a guy. You wish to know if the people who died in the machine's rampage were wearing regulators. I'm sorry, but I was... not V having a good look at him. Is it a guy, though? I'm sorry, but I was assigned to clearing away debris. I didn't see any of the deceased. No bodies were present by the time I arrived, so I assumed the rushers had already done their work. I do remember there being patches of white dust scattered about that were quite a chore to clean up, but nothing else worthy of mention. Neon, I think it's time we rejoined Kryl and Sveen. I was half joking I was half joking with my burst to Shale, but we may have stumbled upon something major here. We should find our findings and keep pursuing this avenue of inquiry. Let's bring V2. There you go, V. I've said myself. Didn't Kryl say to meet in the plaza outside of True View? Let's get going. It's not far behind us. You can sprint. Not far. Still like Solution 9. I still think it's a really cool area.
Cyberpunk, come on.
It is, yeah. It's proper cyberpunk. Alright. Oh god, is that a Lalafell? Yeah, it's Kryl. I'm gonna click it because it'll likely be a cutscene load screen for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see the other people for the dialogue.
I'm ready for the cutscene whenever you're ready. Let me know when you load it in.
I can't remember.
Yeah, it's fine. It's actually a setting in the that you can clear all people near an NPC, so you can target it easy. But it's fine. We'll do that later.
Yeah, I should do that.
It's fine.
I know the settings.
It's fine.
Reset. Yeah. So, essentially, you're saying that the people who were killed by malfunctioning machines weren't wearing regulators. Before we continue, I would just like to add that this is an FF9 reference in a way, but I do think that this patch also has some traces of the story of FF10 as well. As Neon and I are currently speedrunning FF10, both CSR and the long game. Obviously, when you go through the long game, you can't help but notice some of these things. So the way they treat the machina or machines, killing people, and then basically people, a group of people, without too many spoilers for those of you who haven't played, shying away from using machina because machina kind of not turned on people, but malfunctioned in a way and caused a lot of deaths. I think that there is a little bit of inspiration there as well, but we can talk about it after the cutscene. Sorry.
It's okay. I think that's a good point. We're going to talk about it after. Well, the numbers are still tentative and only apply to that one zone. We don't know how they'll stack up against the overall data, but this is definitely more than a coincidence. I think it's safe to say that anyone who had removed their regulator was a priority target.
Now that you mention it, the person I was treating for injuries wasn't wearing one either. But why? Why are they being targeted over everyone else? Based solely on the lack of a neo-regulator, we cannot judge if a person has no desire to become endless, or if they simply fail to acquire one of the limited devices. But those who wear no regulator at all, they have clearly rejected the old system of using souls to revive themselves. Put another way, they have chosen to live their lives in the knowledge that death is an inevitability. The chances that such resolute people would wish to become endless are far lower, I would imagine. And so, Calyx has chosen those least likely to accept his vision as victims to stoke fear and panic.
But there's no need to kill anyone! With the way things were, the people were already fearful enough. He could have found 5,000 willing citizens without all this madness.
You make a good point. Perhaps this sowing of terror is in service to another scheme, or he had some other need for the lives he's taken. I do have one question for discussion, just out of curiosity, once this is done.
Sure. What of the dust?
Is it a good time, you think? I'll ask later.
I was going to say, ask after this, if anything, so we don't know what's going to happen for the rest of this conversation yet. Could it have something to do with... Could something have been done to the victims, I'm going to put?
Yeah, I'm going to go with that.
I wonder, V. What about the sanitation worker story? She saw no bodies, but mentioned piles of white dust.
Dust but no bodies. Now where have I heard that before? Do you recall when we went to save Aaronville from the sentries in the outskirts? That Usher Makalite told us much the same thing. I kind of don't remember.
Malachi, I don't remember. Oh, this guy. I'll read it. Back in the distance. When I arrived, I found no body, only a pile of dust, which the wind quickly scattered. Confused, I questioned the residents, but none knew what had become of it.
Looks like Eorzea.
His brother Kappa.
Right. That both stories speak of missing remains is suspicious enough, but the shared mention of this dust is too much to ignore.
Damn, I've just noticed V's, not V's, sorry, Sveen's heels. Damn, girl! Alright, anyway, I'm done.
In that case, we should confirm if this substance was present at other sites and attempt to ascertain its nature. It's burned bodies, we already know that.
What are those?
This thread may lead us not only to an explanation for the missing bodies, but also for the intent behind Calix's murderous actions. V, we need your help. I've lost control over the soldiers in the residential area. They might be trying to hurt people again. Oblivion members are on their way now, but are you close enough to join them? Oh, sorry, that was Gulja. Sorry.
I was going, I don't remember them being, you know, very soft-spoken. Damn it! Our new investigation will have to wait. Let's go! I'm making him oral-esque at the moment. Let's go! That's how it's done. Sorry, I'll stop now. I'm in a load screen V, so just so you know.
Yeah, no worries. Oh! First time we hear voices.
I'm still in it. Oh.
Oh, that's unnerving.
Stay back! Stay away from me! Leave him alone!
Are you all right?
What happened here?
A sentry walked into my apartment, even though I'd locked the door and everything. I managed to run, but the man who tried to save me...
No weapons, which is to be expected, considering all the sentries were meant to be disarmed. Yet it was ordered to attack all the same, even if that meant using its bare hands.
I'll leave matters here to you. I'm going to do a sweep of the surrounding area.
Do you know anyone else in this sector who no longer wears a regulator?
Oh, I don't think I've seen Isadora and her boy with theirs recently.
Go to them, quickly!
I'll be fine. But Isadora's in bad shape. Mother, please.
Isadora! Oh, thank goodness. She wasn't struck anywhere vital.
Dude, the blood.
I'm sorry. If only I'd
Actually
been here
graphic.
I love the magic she's using here, looks really pretty.
be all right.
Probably
I
unlocked
promise to make
Kiraga.
your mother better.
Thank you, miss.
Milos or Milos. Milos. That was his name. Do you remember him, yeah?
Yeah, of course. I thought he was gonna die. Like
Same,
that would have been
actually.
the
I thought we were gonna see him dead on
FF14
the
way.
floor. Yeah.
Will she sleep like that forever?
No, not forever. She'll wake soon. I'm sure of it.
That's good to hear. Thank you for saving her.
Well, that's a relief.
Not gonna lie,
intro.
I'd say that's a pretty strong intro. I like it. So far, it's good. You know, it started off with Jode going round, and and then this cutscene.
Yeah.
And it was quite unnerving, that scene of the robot's head just twisting round and
It was very creepy. I didn't expect it at all. I'm somewhat sensitive to these like bones and necks moving very quickly. I don't like it. There's just something about it that is really unnerving to me. I just wanted to comment on one thing that is really bothering me with the system that Calyx has created of the 5,000 regulators being given to everyone. So I think that there's an existential flaw in his design. First of all, if you acquire a regulator, that means that you may live forever. But if you have a child along the line, that means that your kid won't have a regulator because they'll be out. So that means that you are immortal, or presumably you at some point want to pass the regulator on to someone else, if that's even possible. But you have to see your child grow up without one, which will still, have you fear for their life or whatever. And flaw number 2 is that you are offering 5,000 regulators to the current generation, and this is going to sound maybe a little bit cruel, but maybe not everyone is deserving of one. So maybe you'll have 5,000 people from a single generation who are more or less capable or good for society, but instead you could spread them out across multiple generations and have people who will actually contribute to the society. Because if they already have 3,800, I'm assuming that most people who wanted a regulator already have them or applied for them. So that means that everyone else who ends up getting one, maybe they're not the best fit for the society at all. And that sounds very, I guess, aggressive. I sound like some sort of a villain from some sort of dystopian, I don't know, movie or a show who would only select the best, specimens to who are useful to the society to, I don't know, to be their, I guess, eternal components or parts or whatever. But this way, if you get what I mean, this way he just gets 5,000 random people regardless of who they are.
I get where you're going with that as well. I honestly hope we find out a bit more about this as the story goes on. 7.3, so maybe we find out something juicy, or 7.4 or 7.5, or maybe this is the theme setting up for the finale of the actual expansion. Personally, maybe. I actually really love these regulator side of the story. I think it's a very unique thing, and there's so many cool things that, I'm not saying FF14 Dawntrail or the developers or anything, but there's a lot of cool things they can do with the storyline right now that could move us up to fighting something epic and give us that grandeur fight like we've had with Endwalker and Shadowbringers and all this, with such as like Hades and do you want to be friends? Like all these grandeur fights, and I think the only way they can do it is if they had some extra kind of something oomph, like when we fought what's his face at the end of Dawntrail, and he went into like uber epic mode and had like the rocking music. I can't think of his name. I'm not gonna lie. not Gululja, but
Zul?
Zia, yeah. Zuljaja.
I don't
It's
know.
been
There's too
months
many
since we
Jajos.
recorded, like 8 months ago. But yeah,
gone.
I think I think it does show that that they could do something grandiose with it. The fight was pretty cool. I remember it being very epic. It actually reminded me of FF16 music for some boss fights later on in that. So I really did look back on that with fond memories. Couldn't tell you how to do the mechanics right now, but very much enjoyed it. So I think with the regulators, there's a really good side of the aspect of story that they could dive in with this. And with the Calyx, I think they really could do something special with him. So, low-key gonna say, actually really excited to see where we go from here, personally.
Yeah, me too. Alright, I'm gonna read the quest.
Mm-hmm.
Why Yahweh says, "Forgive me, I was reckless. You shouldn't have had to waste time tending my wounds as well. Do you see our other comrade back there? He stayed behind in the lobby, but I heard the sounds of fighting. I'm sorry. He must have fallen protecting the residents."
I just want to say real quick, I'll catch up in a second, but Milos next to Wayawaki, I think that's her name is, he says something kind of interesting this week. He says, "When I was sick, I couldn't move. My mother was always at my side and always keeping me company, and I'm going to do the same for her right now."
Aww.
I think that's kind of sweet. I thought I'd just bring that
up.
up. Forgive me, did you see our other comrade back there?
Spin also says, "For their sake, I have to remain calm." And that's pretty much it.
You must have had fallen protecting residents. Aha, okay.
Bayakra is fearful for her comrade. This is the Endless Choice quest.
Yeah, we're on targeted tragedy now, yeah?
That's the end. Targeted
Oh, the endless
tragedy
choice,
is the
yeah.
previous one.
Sorry, my bad.
No worries.
So you can continue on.
Our comrade, you think he may have been struck down? If he is wounded or worse, I should go to him. Wait, please. It isn't safe and you still need rest. Would you stay with Milos and watch over Isadora for me? We will tend to your friend. Thank you. Please be careful of yourself. I do like this little bit of tense music. I think it's kind of nice.
Yeah, me too. I actually really like that as well. I'm not gonna lie and say I don't remember the doors.
Yeah, I don't know how to get out.
The entrance is this way.
It is here. Okay.
Oh, is it? Where?
Yeah. Just where you were, and then you came back. Just to the other side. On the map where I'm at.
Also, there's a chocobo light. Sorry, I just noticed a chocobo light on the other side. Yeah.
Where I'm at, I'm in the...
Oh, there, yeah, that's it.
In the door,
it's dark as well on this monitor. I was like, where's the exit? Oh god, there's dead bodies around, look, V.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god, what is this? Come and stand. What is this? A hatching bunny. Oh my god, cute. Right, I'll stop now.
Aww.
You can read crap now. Sorry, I'll stop the shit.
I just want to check out Sven's dialogue. Sven says, "That man, this is awful." Oh, I thought she was gonna say, "That man is awful." I was like, wait, what? Like, he just died. Why are you so
awful. Good job, he's dead.
Anyway, I clicked. Isadora is going to be alright then. I'm so glad. I've just finished my ministrations here. Our Oblivion comrade was beyond saving, I'm afraid. That brave soul. He gave his life to save another. He died protecting me. I don't understand why any of this is happening.
He died protecting.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine, you've read it. That sentry was behaving normally like any other. Then, all of a sudden, it tried to kill me.
Weapons or no, Calyx commanded them to commit murder.
This music is also a classic from Aroma Bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Wait, is that a V?
I can't tell.
No, it is a. It's a female.
It's I don't know. You read it.
It's a female.
Oh, me?
It's a female.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I can't tell.
I see booba. Go read.
Is it over? We came as soon as Wayakwa sent word. I am sorry, but by the time we arrived, it was already too late. Stop laughing! I can
I'm
see
fine.
you.
The anxious Oblivion member, is that the same person you just read out?
Don't know.
Alright, just read it anyway.
Then Geode could be in trouble too. Once we have this radius locked down, we need to find him. But why? Has something happened?
Possibly, we're not sure
Oh, no,
what.
that's yours.
But he stopped responding to our communications.
Oh, you are anxious?
I'm anxious
hopeful.
and you're hopeful,
Okay.
yeah. That sounds about right.
That doesn't sound right at all. We need to prioritize securing the residential sector, though, at least until we regain control over the sentries. Then we should search for Geode.
This music's interesting.
I agree. Since most Oblivion members have sworn off regulators, if our theory holds true, then they could be prime targets for the next attack. Please do what you can to shepherd the residents to safety, but avoid the sentries at all costs. They're next to die.
Ah, thanks. Here, take these communicators. What are they called? Nanomachines. Codec. We've made modifications to them to prevent Calyx from intercepting the signal, and have been using them to coordinate movements with the allies in the vicinity. Are you okay, V?
Yeah. Why?
Okay, I'm just checking.
That's you?
Wayakui has 1-2, so I'll ask her to keep hailing Jode.
Good luck and stay safe. Happy gaming. Geo said he would sweep the surrounding area, so he shouldn't have ventured too far. Let's get going.
Not me, a year into recording this with you, and you still taking the mick out of my happy gaming. not only in the cutscenes now, but ever since. Just forget it. I'm gonna press the interact.
Speen says, please, Geode, please be safe.
You see no sign of Jode. Perhaps you should search further to the east. That's not the east, Neon. The east is
You know the one time that this music was super impactful? That I still remember it being played there.
Was it in Stormblood?
In not Shadowbringers, but in Endwalker when we were looking for Meteon. Do you remember when there was like a little mission of looking for her, and then there was that big cutscene? Like this music
right outside the dungeon. Endwalker's so good. I loved Endwalker. Lots of people hated on it. It is so good. To me, it's still top Shadowbringers for me. Honestly, I thought it was brilliant. You see no sign of Jode. Oyaki's voice crackles forth from the communicator.
Carl says, let's search around the apartments first. Well, why are we here then? If Geode only survived one quest, I mean... Geode, answer me! There's no response. Perhaps you should continue your search further to... Sorry. Okay.
Good luck, V.
Move your damn pets!
Not me with a loading slow PC. I'll read it and you can do it in a minute. You see no sign of Geode.
I need to change that setting. Can you help me? Sorry.
I don't know the setting, V, now. You see no sign of Geode. The neighbouring residential radius would be the next logical place to look.
Please give me one moment.
This is the only place left. Let them be safe.
Did you find it?
I'm looking for it. Okay, I found it.
I'm in the cutscene. I'm on the first loading line. Sweet pea. What's it? I've noticed I've got a handful more than I wanted. Here, take. Because, not gonna lie, I had 4 or 5 yesterday. I was like, I'm sweet tooth out. I was already there, mega sweet. I didn't realise I was like, oh, I have 5 or 6. No, I went for a snack. I had 3 when I'm done. And I don't want these, or not. I just thought I'm gonna be normal in cuts here. I'm a normal person, naive. I'm not gonna call do it. The cutscene. I'm just gonna open the wrappers so it's done. Made a right mess.
Alright, I have gotten rid of all of the people around the thing. I still see you. I think it's because we're in a party.
Are you
You
in
know
the
kind of you?
Are you in the cutscene?
I'm just getting into it.
Okay.
The neighboring residential radius would be the next logical place to look. I just saw his line.
Okay.
Geode, are you there? Answer me, please.
I'm here. Sorry for the long silence. I've been busy.
Oh, you're alive. Thank the gods. Where are you now?
The radius next door. The lobby is secure. I'll scout the 2nd floor. Then I'll join it.
I have a bad feeling something's gonna happen to Jode.
Oh yeah, he's dead. Spoilers. No, I don't know anything. Oh.
That dust.
Yeah, it's a body. How did I not know that?
Dust? What are you talking about? What's happening?
They're not just collecting souls. They're draining the bodies of corporeal ether. The dust that we saw was all that was left of the victims.
But the lighting looks so good.
They must have modified the soul cells.
That shot on him looks so good. The lighting looks amazing.
I'll be honest, I don't like the voice acting.
Huh?
In this cutscene.
Oh no, old man.
Shit.
Sethrov's dad.
Oh, he said shit.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Damn you!
I don't like this. They're creepy.
You can't be here! You need to run, now! A trap!
It's like the Harry Potter and the old lady that turns into a... Spoiler.
Oh god.
Take care of the others, eh?
Aww. I didn't mind the voice acting. I thought it was pretty
At the
good.
beginning, that first cutscene was... Maybe I didn't like her part. It's just my opinion.
Oh my god, the way they move so quick.
Yeah, it's like a horror movie thing. It's like the way they
I'm loving the change of like tone though. It's so good. I love, you know, me and
Really
Yuvi, we
dark.
love dark things, so this is kind of gritty for me.
No sign of him so far. This way, maybe?
I also think it's a nice change of pace because Shadowbringers did dark things as well. You know, the
We're gonna
infamous.
find a pile of dust.
No, but you see the infamous cutscene with the young boy or whatever his name was. Look at her
Barbara
paint.
with a
The
little
paint.
paintbrush.
Yeah, she's got paint and.
So
What?
ridiculous in this cutscene. Yep. Well,
That's crazy.
but the way one of them...
Oh, the way their heads
Is it-
turn like that is so.
yeah, it's so creepy.
Yeah.
A shame. I had hoped to leave here with at least one more cell's worth of ether.
Oh.
Is that Calyx in the form of...
But seeing how eager you are to interfere, I shall cut this foray short.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Calyx.
Oh, the theme.
What could you possibly stand to gain from these atrocities?
Ether sufficient to generate 5,000 endless. How would you acquire it?
How would I?
Until I have the key, the reflections are closed to me. Thus do I make do with the sources at hand. 7% of Alexandria's current population will yield the energy to convert 5,000 into endless. With 11%, operations could continue unabated for 800 years.
I love the music.
Our bodies are fated to decay sooner or later. These ones refuse the gift of eternal life, so what difference does it make if I return them to ether now?
I get what he means, though. Doesn't mean I agree. I'm not a villain. Maybe, but...
I will not waste time and resources on meaningless conflict. This unit cannot offer you worthwhile resistance. Instead, I pose a question. Would you hand over the key if I promise to halt my harvest?
Harvest.
You would only seek other victims. I will halt your harvest by defeating you. Yes, second one. It's anime as
Yeah.
hell.
Yep.
It is.
It was foolish of me to even ask. I return to my work then. There is much to do if I must take the key by force.
The music is so much like Nier Automata or something. It's so cool. And look at all of them just dying to life straight away. So cool.
Yeah. You just be. What do you do? You just shut them down.
I actually quite like that music. I think it's a really good change of pace. And I know we've criticised the music today, but the good use of good music, and this is the ones that really set up the theme.
Yep.
Are you okay? Do you want to say something?
Yeah.
Or?
Oh, you can walk around it. Oh, you can't leave like little footprints. Aw.
So not okay, V.
What? Why?
Like you're just standing on top of Jude like he's nothing.
I was hoping that like when you walk around that it would leave like dust footprints or something. No? No. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna talk to
Kyle
Sven.
says, I can't. There are no words. Sven says cutscene.
She says cutscene. Interesting.
Yep. This pile of dust, these ashes, and the soul cell he left behind. What was his twisted way of returning Geode to us?
Was that his twisted way of
Was
returning
that?
Jude? Yeah.
Thanks. Damn you, Calyx. Damn you and your careless cruelty. He was our friend. Yeah, he just basically gave him back. He's like, oh, this is not even enough. Here you go.
And the thing is, Jude was quite a big central character for us for a while. Like, it was a big side character. Like, it's like if they killed off. I'm trying to think of another NPC in another, in another expansion. I can't think of an NPC name right now.
Well, they did that similar thing with Mumbrida. Kind of like she wasn't that important.
Yeah, but that was bigger because it was someone's relative, right?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else,
But yeah, Jude was in it, like, and we knew him as a character, so I'm actually quite sad. I think that's actually somewhat shocking to me that they've killed off Jude like that, and the way they've done it in such a like heartless way, and no pun intended, but
yeah, that's true. Even so, some might say every death was justified if it meant 5,000 Endless could continue their immortal lives. And if our reflections stolen ether allowed for many more Endless, why, that too would be a noble sacrifice for greater good. Who could think that? Not I. No one accused you, but whatever. Certainly not I. Oh, there she goes. We know only too well. There is not noble in this sacrifice. We have to stop him. We have to find Calyx and put an end to this madness as soon as possible. And under no circumstances can we let the key fall into his possession, Leon. It falls to us. We will thwart his plans here in Alexandria before he can terrorize innocents in reflection elsewhere. The endless choice.
I'm enjoying this theme that they're going with at the moment quite a lot, to be fair. I'm looking forward to seeing whatever dungeon or trial we've got, whatever we've got. I'm excited for it. My memories and yours.
Kyle's just says, I will hold on to Geode's gun. Oh, interesting. If you could take the soul cell, please.
Nothing, I was reading this. I was just reading what the quest says. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Though gripped by sadness, Fiend spurs herself to action.
That's what I was going to read.
See, this is the one thing that I don't really appreciate about FF14, and I feel like they're making the same mistake as they did with Wuk Lamat and her, grieving for her dad for essentially about 2.5 minutes, and then going like, well, there's work to be done. I know they're quests and everything, but like, it's like you don't act this way when someone dies.
You're done, but I feel like they've also not got the time to stop and grieve at the moment, which is something that I think that you feel that they need. And Wuk Lamat did get a little bit of time to grieve a little bit, but Sphene and the rest of the gang do not have time right now. Right now, it's the bigger things are happening that they can't stop right now. It's like if your country was being bombed and then someone died. It's like I can't mourn them right now. I have to get out, you know.
I get that, but I think they still did a good thing in Shadowbringers, without any spoilers, in that one particular scene.
We're in Dawntrail. It's okay to talk about spoilers for past expansions.
Yeah, but like in that, desert area in the cutscene that everyone considers to be welcome to Shadowbringers, I feel like throughout the entire expansion, they've made it clear that people who live there, that they've mourned, the loss of, the lady and, essentially what happened to the child. So I feel like there used to be more time for grief. But anyway, that's just me.
I think that's the point, though, is that if they kept on repeating the same theme or the same way every time, it will lose its kind of value. I feel like, like you said, they've mourned the loss in that one. In this regard, because of how quote-unquote serious this topic is, maybe we haven't got time, or maybe we will have time later.
Maybe
in the next cutscene, because this is only the cutscene immediately after. But she's like, but we need to go back to the back room. She'll and the others need to know what's happened. Like we're gonna tell them. Maybe we grieve now. I don't know.
I know this is really wrong, but there is a rabbit right in the middle of this pile of dust, and it's hilarious.
And while you think that's hilarious, I'm heading back to the back room.
Okay, we should return to the bathroom. Shale and the others need to know what happened. Yes, I'll ask Wayakwa to meet us there as well. Yeah, they should know that their friend died. I agree. Oh,
I also think your load screen will load quicker than mine, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's us telling everyone. Nice one, Sphene. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, look at the reaction to her. Let's see. You wanted grief, V? There you go.
Yeah, maybe I judged it too soon.
That's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say. I was like, maybe we need to see what the next scene is. And he's like, is that a Geode there?
Yep, that's your friend. Here you go. That's us saying we were late.
Shale.
Our dear Geode.
The soldiers. If only I'd been able to control them.
This isn't your fault, Gololja. The blame lies with Calix, and with him alone. It's all so senseless. Why force his plans upon us when we're already happy, living our lives? What does he even think life is? I'll never forgive Calix for doing this. Or myself for being powerless to stop him.
Wait, where are you going?
Uh-oh.
To clear my head. Don't worry, I won't do anything stupid.
Stay here and get some rest.
That weapon.
I'll make sure nostalgia
It's like hanging off her back. It's not even on her properly. It's not even on her back properly. It's hovering.
Thank you.
Ah, good old FF14. Don't ever change, please. Wouldn't be the same if that weapon was attached to her back.
Far worse if you and Geode hadn't rushed in there. Many people are still alive because of you. And after adding what you discovered to the leads we've dug up, I'm hopeful we can determine where Calix is hiding. But
I like the blur
not
in
right
the
now.
background.
We need time before we can move on. Just a little time.
Thank you.
Oh,
V's character could tell him that there was a bunny dancing in his ashes before they piled him up, that would be a very different tone of story for V. But in my story, my character went back to tell the gang, but V just was like, oh look, it's not even making footprints.
Stop making me sound like a villain.
You're making Calyx sound like a good guy, Kappa. Alright.
Sphene says,
yeah.
I'm told that the members tasked with keeping residents safe return with the body of their comrade. They all risk so much.
Lujar said, I got back control of the sentries, probably around the same time Calyx did. I'm sorry I couldn't stop him.
Shale says ...
Rahatir said, we made a swift patrol of the other levels and confirmed that Calyx had carried out a number of targeted attacks. All to harvest more ether, it seems.
Yashtola says, I assume you know better by now. Wow. But I hope you're not planning to try anything alone. We're all here with you.
Erenville says, I've spoken with Wuk Lamat. They've cut their meeting short to deal with the aftermath of this latest violence.
There's a Genold in the background as well, if you want to talk to him.
Geralt. Nah, it's okay. Or Genolt, sorry.
Genold.
That's just a weapon guy. I'm ready for Okay.
Oh, sorry?
I'm ready for Wayaki.
Wayakra says another comrade gone. Some days it's almost more than I can bear. Geode was an older brother to Nostalgia and me.
Oof.
Shale knew him longer though, and is surely taking it the hardest. And that's on top of what happened with Kahikuya. Do you think
you forgot how you say that name now?
just see how she's doing. She's like to put on a brave face if it's me or my sister. I was just there. She said ...
Shale's got a cutscene.
Yep. Apologies. My mind was elsewhere. We need to press on with the hunt for Calyx, but I can't seem to focus. I should be better than this, I know. Is there anything I can do? As you said, you need time to work through it. Yes, you need time. Thank you. What did you say?
Same.
You're right. I ought to heed my own words. As it stands, I'm of no use to anyone. Kaikuya used to say the best thing to do with grief was to let it all out. So, I think I'll take myself over to Earth and Sky and say my goodbyes to Geode. Why don't you come along? I could use someone to blubber to if you've a shoulder to spare. Oh, it's gonna be tragic.
See, they're even.
Right then, let's get out of Everkeep for a bit. I like that. I like that they're fixing that. They didn't just go like, okay, let's press on. Geo's dead, whatever, you know?
Sorry, I didn't mean to mute my mic then. I feel like you're forgetting how important of a character he actually is. I think he's actually quite a big, important character.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the rain sets up this mood a lot as well.
Right?
Obviously this is just coincidence, but cool.
Do you have an accessory? Like a parasol or something?
How do you open the parasol?
So when you go to character, there's fashion accessories.
For character?
You can choose.
Oh, character, fashion accessories. Yeah.
And then if you right click on one, if you have a parasol, you can say enable auto umbrella.
I can have a knapsack.
Which basically means that
I can have a knapsack.
yeah, that's true.
I'll use this instead. I've got something. There you go. Makes me look very manly now. Alright, right. I'm ready for speaking to Shale.
It's a fair trek on foot, so I've arranged for a couple of air wheelers. They've had their communications modules removed, so even Calyx shouldn't be able to seize control of them. Imagine that though. Say the word and we'll set off. Imagine us on bikes and the bikes are suddenly going woo, you know?
Move the air wheeler. Mount the air wheeler.
Ready? We'll be flying close to the pylon, so follow my lead.
Oh, this is nice. I'm gonna read quickly, V. These Airwheelers are never mind. These Airwheelers are Janolt's babies. You won't find a smoother ride in all of Everkeep.
Oh shit! Oh, that's really cool.
For years now, I've been taking one out for a turn whenever I need to lighten the mood. Sometimes Judd would come along too, and we'd end up racing. Just 1 second, V. I know you want to say something, but let me read. Does that surprise you? Our friendship always had a competitive edge. It's really cool.
No, I just assumed that the text already disappeared from your screen, so I read it.
We should often talk about how one day we might fly our wheelers outside the dome.
Weren't they used by the army, like when there was that carnage at Tuliyollal?
Mm-hmm.
Or something similar?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Almost there. Be sure the ground is clear before you touch down. Yeah, those are from the train scene and all that, I think.
Mm-hmm. Phew, that's helped clear my head a touch. You know, V, you might be the first people I've ridden with who weren't an Oblivion recruit. As far as I remember, at least. The memories from my regulator days aren't exactly reliable. Come on, let's head inside. Hopefully the way will be clear of pests today. That probably means it won't. What?
Your faith in FF14 is lingering, I can tell.
You'll see, pests incoming. And she's in trouble.
Yeah, there will be.
Yep, here we go.
Well, it's on the map, a red marker, so we knew.
I know, I didn't see it. Didn't look. It's actually the first time today that I'm pressing a button to do something. Shell is here.
Mm-hmm.
She says, thanks. We can usually avoid such encounters, but sometimes they wander in and block the only path. Not that it slowed you down at all. I've never seen you fight up close before, and the surveillance feed clearly didn't do it justice. Hopefully that keeps the route clear for a while, shall we?
With 2 enemies, not a big deal.
Aww.
Cute music.
Whenever we lost a comrade, the 3 of us would come back here to reminisce. Me, Geode, and Kafkiwa.
To Geode's memory, I will in
Will you
spirit.
raise a glass?
What?
To Judd's memory. I'm not gonna be a dick and go, oh, in spirit of. No, I'm just gonna Judd's memory.
Right.
Such a dick.
Oh, what are the 2 of you doing here?
I had a feeling you'd show up. Would you like to join us?
We could have invited them.
I like her hair.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the scene you wanted?
I suppose I could spare a moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad, you know.
They tell us Oblivion's founders disappeared some decades ago under mysterious circumstances. And it was Kafkiwa who revived our organization. You and Geode helped her with that, didn't you? Tell us more about it. You're keen to know too, right? What they were like back then. The mad things they got up to. That sort of thing.
I actually like her accent. Nice.
Those were the days. It was actually right before the Reformation that I met Geode. I still wore a regulator then. I had recently lost someone close to me. I'd also quit a long stint as an adapter to work at a bar of all places. It paid me to sit with patrons and keep them company. So Geode came in one night. It wasn't long before we got into an argument. First-time customer, but tempers flared.
She had one
One
job.
of us threw a punch.
You got into a fist fight? What were you even arguing about?
Damned if I know. We were deep in our cups. I think we were both just frustrated and angry at everything. By the end of it, we were both sprawled out in the street. Pair of drunken fools. Then this odd machine stopped to lecture us, scolding us for obstructing the foot traffic and not taking better care of ourselves.
I can't imagine you ever being in such a sorry state. The odd machine. That was Kafkiwa, I take it.
That it was. Once she was done upbraiding us for our unseemly behavior, she launched into a recruitment pitch. Kafkiwa explained that she wanted to protect the outside world from Zoralja's invasion, to keep him from bringing ruin to the place her beloved son lived. And if we were so intent on self-destruction, then perhaps we might consider risking our hides for a just cause. It was a lot to take in. I hadn't given much thought to what lay beyond the barrier, and learning that Kafkiwa herself was already dead was enough to make my head spin. But Geode and I were intrigued by her ideas, and wanted to see this future of hers come to pass.
Geode often spoke of it. He told me that meeting Kafkiwa was what first taught him the value of remembering people.
Like he was sharing a holy revelation.
Oh, but back then you hadn't yet taken on Oblivion's name, had you? Is that so? I just assumed.
It hadn't been Kafkiwa's intention to carry on Oblivion's legacy, nor adopt the cause your parents championed. Not initially, at least. She wasn't even aware such an organized resistance existed. She did, however, suspect the presence of other dissidents. Those who objected to resurrecting the memories of the dead in defiance of the natural order. In the hopes of identifying like-minded comrades, we began searching the core system for traces of unauthorized access. And that's how we found it. An anomalous sector in the back of the Neon Stein. According to Melancholy, the door to that mystery had remained firmly shut since she took over the business.
The back room.
The back room. We forced our way in, only to discover that the hideout had long been abandoned. Although the occupants were gone, the equipment they'd left behind contained records of a group calling itself Oblivion. After reading through their exploits and their vision for the future, we made the decision to carry on their work. Thus were my parents and Kafkiwa's hopes bound together.
And carried onward by Shale and Geode.
We could never have made it this far on our own, of course. Not without the strength of arms you and your friends provided. Losing comrades is a hard thing, but being here, thinking back on the moments we shared, I could see their smiles, hear their laughter. I feel their presence and I know they're still with us. But these memories of mine are for me alone. Reminders of why I chose to do this. And why I'll stay the course. Right. Time we got back to work. Thank you, everyone.
No, it's me who should be thanking you. Though the pain is still deep, I don't feel like I'm drowning in it anymore. Let's get out there and put a stop to Calyx. For you, for me, and for everyone who's ever believed in Oblivion.
I think that was quite nice. That is what I wanted.
Is that exactly what you wanted for saying goodbye to Jude, or do you need something else?
Yeah, I actually really wanted that. And I think that it's quite nice that they just sat down and started talking about, him and how they got to know him. And I think they just needed to, take some time. And, I don't know what else they could have said. I'm glad that we got a little bit of backstory on how they met and why they were, so important to each other.
Yeah, it was good to get this little backstory and a nice little bit of interaction between all these guys. And I think it just shows you the importance of how important Jude was to the story, to be honest. Because I think that you wouldn't normally get that vibe from Jude. Because he's not a main character, but he's still a pretty important character, to be honest. In my opinion, anyway.